Hello, friends. The story of Cain and Abel is one of the oldest and most powerful stories in human history. It is a story about jealousy, rage, and the terrible consequences of violence. Found in the book of Genesis in the Bible, this story has been told and retold for thousands of years. It resonates across cultures and time. The story of Cain and Abel continues to fascinate and challenge us. It offers profound insights into the human condition. Cain and Abel were the first two sons of Adam and Eve. Cain, the elder brother, was a farmer. He worked the land and brought offerings of his crops to God. Abel, the younger brother, was a shepherd. He tended flocks and brought offerings of his firstborn lambs. The story is simple, but its implications are profound. It explores the darkest aspects of human nature: jealousy, anger, and the capacity for violence. God looked favorably upon Abel's offerings, but rejected Cain's. This divine preference set the stage for a tragic tale of envy and wrath. Cain was filled with jealousy and anger. His heart burned with resentment towards his brother. Consumed by these emotions, Cain lured his brother Abel into a field and murdered him. This act of violence was driven by his uncontrollable rage and envy. This act, the first murder in the biblical narrative, had profound and lasting consequences. It marked the beginning of a tragic legacy of human conflict and sorrow. The story of Cain and Abel raises many moral and philosophical questions that continue to resonate with us today. At its core, it is a story about the destructive nature of sin. Cain's actions were not only a betrayal of his brother, but also a transgression against God and humanity. The story highlights the dangers of jealousy, anger, and the desire for revenge. It reminds us that even seemingly insignificant acts of unkindness can have devastating consequences. Perhaps the most enduring aspect of the story of Cain and Abel is its profound commentary on human nature and the complexities within us. It reveals our capacity for both good and evil. Even in the idyllic setting of the Garden of Eden, where Adam and Eve first lived in harmony with God and nature, the seeds of discord were sown. This story illustrates that no matter how perfect the environment, human emotions and desires can disrupt peace. Cain's actions demonstrate the fragility of peace and the ease with which it can be shattered. They remind us that even in the closest of relationships, the bond between siblings, often seen as unbreakable, can be tested by jealousy and anger. These emotions can lead to unimaginable acts of violence, forever altering lives and relationships. The story of Cain and Abel serves as a timeless reflection on the duality of human nature. The story of Cain and Abel is not just an ancient tale buried in the annals of history. It is a story for our times, echoing through the corridors of our modern world. In a world rife with conflict, violence, and division, it serves as a potent reminder of the importance of forgiveness, reconciliation, and understanding. These themes are more relevant now than ever before. It challenges us to examine our own hearts and confront the darkness that resides within each of us. We must look inward and question our motives, our actions, and our capacity for empathy. Ultimately, the story of Cain and Abel is a call to action. It beckons us to rise above our base instincts and strive for a higher moral standard. The moral law is written on all of our hearts by God. It urges us to choose love over hate, forgiveness over revenge, and peace over conflict. These choices define our humanity and shape the world we live in. This is a timeless message that resonates as powerfully today as it did thousands of years ago. It is a beacon of hope and a guide for our collective future. Thank you for watching, and God bless my friends.